The police have the monopoly on beating women and children. Allow me to explain. And I don't laugh because this is funny. I laugh because it's absolutely absurd and it's got to change. So, I see these videos. I'm going to describe some of them to you, and I could leave links to them, but they're like viral videos. They're easy to find if you just type in keywords. But one video, this girl, she's probably 130 pounds, if that, comes off the sidewalk on a bike late at night, and this cop decides to, pull her over. It's late at night, and I don't know if you know this, but I think it's Northern California, and they're very strict there. I was warned actually one time, and I got pulled over in Eureka, and I was kind of mouthy actually too, and I was just like not in the mood, and they're like, "Where's your light?" And I was like, "Oh, and I pointed at the street lights. I'm like, "There's a light there, there's a light there, there's lights all over the place. What do you mean, where's my light?" And they just kind of chuckled and rode off. But this girl was not so lucky. So this cop, rolls up to her, and he's like, "Where's your light?" Blah blah blah. And it's like obviously really late at night that she was on the sidewalk too, and but there's no pedestrians around or whatever. There's no cars around anything, And he starts harassing her, and to the point where she's just kind of like, "Leave me alone." And the situation escalates to where this like giant roided out cop just tackles her off her bike. And starts, basically manhandling her. Then more police shows up. She starts resisting, and more police show up. And next thing you know, there's like 3 giant men hogpiled on this little girl, this little woman. And the other, the original cop that pulled her over is just bam, bam, bam. He's just punching this girl in the head like she's a man. And I'm thinking, later I was thinking, I didn't think, that wasn't my initial response. I was just kind of like, whoa, But I'm thinking, I'm told as a man, and you are too, that you don't even defend yourself against a woman if she's attacking you, okay? But these police, when women commit a minor offense and get mouthy, are basically allowed to beat these women like they are full-grown men, and gang up on them and just beat the living hell out of them, man. And then you got these on top of that. I saw another video where this girl, she's probably 17 years old, she's in juvie. And she's like mouthing off to the guard, and she kicks her little jail slipper at him, and it doesn't even come anywhere near him. It just up here, it just goes by doesn't even hit him, goes by his leg, and he runs in and grabs her by her hair, the 17-year-old girl, and he just bounces her face off the concrete wall, throws her down face first on the cement floor, gets on top of her, and just starts wailing, punches her like 3 times in the back of her head, bounces her face off the concrete, right? No big deal, right? I mean, seriously, like for real? So, how come police have the monopoly on beating women and children? And, also, these kids in these schools, it's just incredible because it's just all right. Obviously, the schools do not teach the kids that the parents are the bosses, and I think the kids are deep down terrified because they know that the parents have absolutely no say, and they're just trapped in this crap. And they instinctually know that it's just bad, but there's nothing they can do about it. So, first you got the public schools not teaching the children, or teaching the children that the parents are the boss. Okay, then you got these advertisements that are honed, they focus on, they advertise towards the children, showing the children being little smarty pantses, telling the parents what to do. You know what I mean? The parents, as parents, we're told you don't even spank your children or they can be taken away, right? So if and when these kids grow up disrespectful, and they probably will, some cop is going to tackle them and just, smash their head off the concrete or tase them. There was a kid that was tased just for trying to break up a fight by a cop, break their arms, rip their arms out of their sockets. I mean, really? But don't you spank your child, right? Don't you spank your child. And if your wife attacks you, you leave. You get up and you leave the house. You do the manly thing and leave the children with this abusive whore and run out of the house, right? That's how that works. And she's not abusive. She's emotional. She's hormonal, by the way, too. But if you start yelling and throwing things, you're abusive. So that's my point, and it's just incredible, and I want to know what you guys think about this stuff, and I think that we need to shed light on it. I think it's very important, and it's got to change, Police do not have the monopoly on force, okay? And, I also want to say that we're supposed to be the police in this country. I mean, we hire police to professionally go police so that, that's how it started out, so that we don't have to waste all our time doing what the police do. We hire the police to do it. But at the end of the day, we're supposed to be the police. We're supposed to be the government. And it doesn't seem to be that way. We're not even allowed to defend ourselves. We're not even allowed to spank our children. Don't put your hands on a woman or a child unless you're a cop. Thank you very much, and have a nice evening or day.